Hello friends, in the last video we completed seeing how to use different kinds of prompts for the cash flow statement analysis. In this video I'll be talking about in this and a couple of videos I'll be talking about integrated analysis. So whatever you see as a tick mark are the use cases which has been already covered in the past videos. If you have not referred them, please check those videos. The current topics are highlighted in green. So then moving to I want to give you a background of what is integrated analysis and then proceed with the prompting in the next video. So, what is integrated analysis? So far, if you see a past couple of videos, maybe some 10-15 videos, there were set of prompts only to do balance sheet analysis. There were set of prompts only to do P&L statement analysis and so on. So, this is what I called as analysis of financial statement in silos. One challenge here is it is not the right approach to make decisions. Like you cannot analyze only a balance sheet or only a P&L statement in isolation and take a decision. A reason being, sometimes the balance sheet will be very good, like it is asset rich, it is having lot of cash assets or asset light model, whatever, but may have a very poor P&L where the profitability is it company is having intense competition and it's even struggling to maintain its profits. So you need to make a multi-dimensional approach, which I call it as integrated analysis, where you analyze all the three statements together to gather inferences. In fact, this is very much essential. Why? Because some ratios need cross values. Like if you see return on equity, one of the values comes from the balance sheet, that is the equity part, and net profit comes from the P&L statement. Same goes for return on assets. The assets value come from the balance sheet, and returns come from the P&L statement. So, when you are doing the analysis in isolation or silos, you happen to miss these kind of ratios. So, there comes the importance of the integrated analysis. So there are different kinds of ratios. For example, if you see this mind map of mine, let me take you through. This is my blog where I have put a lot of resources on long-term investing. Here you find one particular blog on financial ratio analysis. So when you see, um, there are a lot number of financial ratios like liquidity ratios, solvency ratios. These are different categories. These are the classifications of different ratios. Profitability ratios. These are primarily taking numbers from the profit statement. Then turnover ratios. These take up number from the balance sheet and so on. So cash flow indicator ratios. Primarily, it's from the cash flow statement. So this is what exactly you see as a mind map, which I'm going to show. And if you want the downloadable mind map, the same website web page, you have the link to download. Okay. So now in this integrated approach, we'll be trying to calculate the different ratios in these categories like liquidity ratios, solvency ratios, then margin analysis, then cash flow analysis, then there is something called, I told us, cross ratios, right? So you integrate the numbers in the balance sheet and cash flow statement and arrive at these ratios. Then integrate the balance sheet and income statement to arrive at ROE, ROA, and so on. So this kind of ratio analysis would not be possible in silos, and this is what we aim to achieve in the integrated analysis. So, but having said so, analyzing the balance, I mean the statements in silos is not a bad approach. It is needed. You need to use it on a need basis. For example, when you need to do in-depth analysis on a fund flow analysis, you need to do it on a balance sheet. And if you want to prepare a common size balance sheet, you need to work on the balance sheet alone. So, based on what is the need in hand, you choose to make a integrated or a silos based analysis. However however a decision should be based on the integrated analysis, comparing different statements. So the input for all these integrated statements are the all three financial statements. Burundam, 1 minute. Integrated analysis. For this integrated analysis, In the next video, I'll be showing the different prompt. I'm going to consider the example of carborundum universal. So as I told you, the input is going to be all the three financial statements: the balance sheet, then the P&L statement, and they are even publishing statement of equity. This we may not be using much. This is followed by the cash flow statement. So all these three will be analyzed, or integrated analysis will be done. So what is the analysis we'll be doing? So we'll be seeing prompts for inference from integrated analysis. So a single statement itself can give you multi pages of numbers, which is going to take time for you to infer. So we are going to see prompt how to efficiently analyze these three statements and gather inferences. And another one is the complete set of financial ratios. I told you, right? There are some financial ratios like liquidity, solvency ratios, dividend policy ratios, turnover ratios, and so on. So all these will be seeing the prompting for doing all these analysis. So till we catch up in the next video. Bye, friends.